The Good Buddies Anime Podcast is hosted by two rowdy, foul-mouthed American cowboys. Listener discretion is advised.
Hey, Good Buddies, what's up, and welcome to the Good Buddies Anime Show. I am your good buddy, Roger.
And I am your good buddy, Brandon.
And we did another one of these things where I picked something for Brandon, Brandon picked something for me. Right now, we're going to talk about the one for Brandon. Brandon, you wanted to start the show a little bit differently.
Just a brief itinerary.
Since we kind of altered the format a little bit, so let's.
I think it's just good to outline where we're gonna go.
Let's
just
start
so
a new era here, man.
Let's try and get a little less, off the
We're on the crest
path.
of a new wave, baby.
Jesus. I'm just trying to keep us on the path, you know what I'm saying? So we are going to talk about one of our little challenges. I was challenged to watch something, and we'll be talking about that. After that, we will go into a little bit, what have you been watching? I think we have a listener question. Ooh. And then from there, that's when we get into the full-on, I don't know what we're doing, and we'll probably just talk a little bit about. But let's start it off where we're starting it off. Ladies and gentlemen, the gauntlet was thrown. The knife was in the ground. And I picked it up and accepted the challenge, and I watched all 6 episodes of a little something called Golden Boy. Roger?
Golden Boy.
Roger, why'd you want me to watch this so bad?
Well, because it's kind of a classic.
It is kind of a classic. Here's the thing about Golden Boy. I'd never seen it.
1995 is when this show was released.
I had seen clips of this show. 1995. Good Lord. I had seen clips of this show. Notably, the one I absolutely saw was where Homeboy goes swimming, which, gotta say, great bit.
I feel like a lot of people have probably seen that GIF out there without realizing what it's from. Possibly.
I didn't know it was from Golden Boy. I remember being in middle school, being in high school, and talking about anime with people, and someone would bring up Golden Boy, and they were like, "You never seen Golden Boy?" I'm like, "No, I never seen Golden Boy." I'm like, dude. It's like one of those. It was like this thing that was talked about, that was whispered about, that, oh, you haven't seen it? Dude, you're missing out. That kind of thing. Well, I finally did see it, and, if you've listened to the show a little bit, this is probably not exactly 100% inside of my alley.
Yes, but that's why I thought that would make it interesting.
I thought it was interesting. I'll just get this out of the way. It's pretty funny.
Yeah.
I thought it was decently funny.
In there. You got some good laughs.
It's a good laughs. So the thing about Golden Boy, I got a little bit of notes. We're not doing a full-on review
tell
here.
about our Golden Boy, Kentaro Oe, dude.
Kentaro Oe is a young man in his mid-20s, I think he's exactly 25, who loves to learn and study. I actually read a thing from a brief little thing about the creator who said that his whole thing was he remembers having a notebook from when he was when he was very young, when he was a kid, and he had wrote down in it, "I love to study." And he said that, to him, education in his time became this thing where people forgot how studying should be done. It should be fun to study. It should be fun and stimulating and exciting to learn. And I guess that's kind of where he went with this, because he has this character who loves to learn and who also is very stimulated.
Super stimulated.
He's a young man, mid-20s, who loves to learn. He's constantly taking notes on everything. He studies everything around him. Throughout the series, he takes on a number of jobs. He's what you call a freeder. He goes around taking jobs from town to town, just going around. He's kind of a little bit of a jack of all trades, except here's the thing. He's actually a super-duper genius. You could say a bit of a savant, because he picks up everything very quickly. So he's a jack of all trades and master of basically all of them if you give him a little time. He's also a weird little pervert who likes to rub his face on the toilet seats that sexy women use. So
take a sip out of that bidet, man.
That does happen. It definitely does happen.
I do want to talk about these futuristic toilets.
More than half of these episodes, that does happen. And, this is a straight up, I don't even want to call it a sex comedy, because there's not really any sex. There's a lot of sexual acts. There's eroticism. It's an erotic comedy, certainly. And you gonna see a whole bunch of titties?
The manga is a sex comedy.
The manga, as I understand, goes straight up porn pretty early. Whereas this one, there's a lot of titties. The most you get is you do watch someone just straight up masturbating. Although it is not incredibly explicit.
She's whacking off.
I mean, it's pretty explicit, but you don't see like waist down.
You know what she's doing.
Oh, you know exactly what she's doing. They make it very obvious.
She tells you what she's doing.
But
she lets you watch what she's doing.
Yeah, my understanding is that the manga pretty early goes pretty much full on porn. Okay, cool. I'm glad they toned that down a little bit, I guess, because I probably wouldn't have got through 6 episodes of that. I mean, I would, but come on. But yeah, the show's very pervy. Loads of titties, lingering shots of butts, and women changing. If you can deal with all that, it is decently funny. Because the thing about this show is, first of all, this and GTO are the granddaddies of fucking reaction faces.
Yeah,
they really are. Every fucking face this dude makes is a fucking stitch. If you've seen that clip of him swimming, you will see those big bug eyes as he slowly drifts under the water and then pops back out coughing. You will see just the fucking zoom in and like his weird little nostrils flaring up. It's like sometimes they draw him like just a normal 90s anime boy, and sometimes he gets all blobby and he looks goofy as fuck. And it is pretty funny. The other thing that's really funny about this show is it has a lot of really decent visual gags. Some of my favorites include the way in episode 1 you see some Yakuzas shaking down this old man, and Kentaro rolls up. It zooms in on his face. He's drawn all hard and serious. He looks like he's about to, it's like borderline JoJo, and it zooms back. You see him walking toward these Yaks. They look at him. He's looking at them. He's coming. He immediately turns down a corner because he isn't actually going to
he takes a hard left.
Takes a hard left and just goes down an alley. It's like, dude, why'd you even start that?
That shit was fucking hilarious.
Just abruptly turns down a corner. It's very funny. One of my other favorite bits, episode 3, there's some, he works in a noodle shop, and there's a customer that comes in, and the customer and the proprietors of this noodle shop are kind of having a little like, oh no, I please let me pay for the bill, and they're like, no, your money's no good here, like kind of back and forth, and they keep bowing lower and lower to each other, and by the time they zoom back, their like chins are almost on the floor. Pretty fucking funny. And of course, I mean, we're gonna have to talk about episode at some point, but episode 2 has a great bit where dude is getting the ever-loving shit kicked out of him before this girl jumps in and stops them and says, no, I'm sorry, and she apologizes to him, and then it slow pans up to his face, which is beaten and broken to a fucking pulp, and he's just like, I wish you'd have jumped in a little sooner.
Is episode 2, I can't remember which episode it is.
Episode 2 is also the one where he straight up breaks his neck.
Yeah. I know exactly which one episode 2. But there is a one visual gag where his hand actually turns into a penis.
Yes, that does happen. I believe it was episode 2. Yeah, something about like she's holding his hand like, oh, what if my hand was a willy? It's like, dude, you gotta calm down. Look, as long as you know that's what you're getting when you're going in, it's decent. Yeah. It is very, very sexual. Yeah. I mean, there's no way around it. But it's pretty funny. So, I don't know. We're not going to do a full-on breakdown, but let's see. So that's story and setting. We talked a little bit about the characters and development. It's mostly Kentaro. Every episode involves him being involved. With a new cast of characters. With a new cast of characters. There's always a new main lady, and there's people surrounding them. For the most part, and this is one thing that I was kind of like, about. For the most part, the central thesis of this seems to be Kentaro, pervy and, overstimulated as he is ultimately a very good dude. And also, he is constantly judged poorly. Rightfully so, I dare say. He rubs his face on a lot of toilet seats.
He does.
But
he does drink right out of that bidet.
The whole thing with it is that
I didn't even know they had bidets in 1995.
Wow. Japan was way ahead of it, man.
I'm telling you, man.
They fucking handled that shit.
These are fucking rocket ship tools.
They got little buttons on the keypad and everything.
There's little buttons on there.
Yeah, man. So you can adjust the shit. That's where they do it, baby.
How do I get one of those?
You can get one. You can order one. They actually have one. You just put it on top of your toilet seat.
I don't want that.
You want the real thing?
I want the space toilet.
So here's the thing: is like originally you would have a toilet and a bidet. It's two separate things.
Yeah.
You don't want to do a dump in the bidet because that's just for cleaning yourself up after. I think they do make ones now that are the full package. So those have been around for a little while.
But I want one with the buttons.
You on with the buttons? They exist.
The armor is.
I feel like they existed back then. They were just different.
Probably very expensive.
Oh, incredibly expensive. Way too much. Anyway, that's enough about potty talk.
Well, I had to get to the toilets, dude. I need to talk about them.
I mean, we're gonna have to touch on it more,
sip
right?
in there.
My big problem, my only real problem with the thing, other than like how very sexual. Because here's the thing: is like usually you have a show that's like super sexual like this, and it also ends up having a lot of straight up non-consensual shit in it that I'm super not into. This one, I mean, he gets beat up quite a few times. There's a bit of violence and whatnot, but like he never.
Yeah, he keeps his hands to himself.
For the most part. He does, at one point when he's swimming, slam his face directly into someone's cooter hole.
Oh, yeah.
Because he's coming up behind him.
Whenever he in the third episode, I think it's the third episode with the noodles and stuff, when he blocks the lady from the dude.
Yes, he's trying to keep the lady in that episode from
gives him
getting
that corkscrew kiss. Dude.
Yeah, he gets grabbed, and the dude, thinking it's her, gives him a full-on super corkscrew kiss. That leaves him just basically dead.
Yeah. He's like a ghost, like shaking his head violently.
Like the other...
It's pretty funny.
It's pretty wild. The other thing that like kind of skews me about it is like for the most part, the story goes, woman is mean.
Very mean.
Kentaro is good. Kentaro proves woman wrong. And woman falls in love with him. That's how the story usually goes.
Well, he is the golden boy.
Come on. The big exceptions are episode 3, wherein he is basically trying to defend this young lady who is being taken advantage of, and episode 6, which is like the big everything comes back together.
Yeah.
Episode 6, great payoff for this series. Great payoff for this OVA. But yeah, it just, I don't know, man. I get it. I get the whole you want to see this lady who has such a high opinion of herself get taken down a notch, but it's like it's very played out. A lot of times
they don't really get taken down a notch either.
I mean, they get showed up and have to admit that he's right and also fall in love with him somehow.
Yeah.
And it's like, all right, but by then he's already moved on to another town. So yeah, it's a whole thing. I don't know. I don't much care for that. I don't much care for that.
I mean, this is one of those things where you have to, you're like, well, it is kind of from a different time.
Yeah.
Granted,
it's not very
now,
long ago.
But yeah.
It happens a lot now.
Yeah, well, I mean, 25 goddamn years ago.
Well,
It's been a while, dude.
But yeah, it's Jesus. But yeah.
It's older than Kentaro is.
Character-wise, Kentaro's a main boy. He's the through line. Each episode has these different ladies who are all, I mean, Jesus, just watch 2 minutes of the first episode. You're gonna see that you can see nipples through the dress is how they draw this.
Hell yeah.
Let me talk about art and animation, because it does hit different knowing this is all hand drawn on cells.
Yep.
It does hit different. It's been a while since I've watched a show that was like this. It had the actiony bits are very smooth, and also it's all like hand drawn. I'm into it. I enjoy it. I like the art and animation. I mean, yeah, it's just mostly spent on
character
titties.
Designs are all good, yeah.
Character designs are really decent. I can definitely, if I don't remember the names, I'll at least, you show me any of the characters from the show and I'll be like, that's from episode 1, 2, 3, etc., etc. Like, I'll know who they are. It's decently done. Music's all right. Music during is fine. The intro is not bad.
Yeah.
Not a ton too. It's just a little instrumental.
Yeah, I mean,
but it's decent.
It's definitely more of a 90s.
Yeah, very 90s. Yeah, it's all right. But yeah, I guess, I don't know. My ultimate thesis on this one is, it is not the first thing I would recommend someone check out, but if someone was like, hey, I want something funny, something that's funny and raunchy, this is maybe this is gonna sound like I'm throwing shade on this show, but I'm not. If someone tells me like I'm really into like, an older, I like me some Seth Rogen movies.
No.
I like Animal House, maybe some of the older Adam Sandler's. Then I would be like, dude, check out Golden Boy. It's very fucking It's very funny for what it is.
I think this one tops on like when people start asking me like, well, will you tell me some more classical, classic anime? And to me, My go-to is going to be a lot of stuff from the very late 80s and then the 90s. That's kind of my classic era. I'm not going to go to the 70s Devilman or
Homie's not going to bring out Astro Boy.
Yeah. I'd be hard pressed to even get him to do Macross or something like that. Robotech. Yeah. But Golden Boy it's like Ninja Scroll. It's just like an easy okay, you're gonna check this one out. Be ready because this is you're gonna see things in there. Ninja Scroll where it's very violent and does have a good bit of nudity. Golden Boy is also kind of violent and has a good bit of nudity.
Yeah, an awful lot of nudity.
But I mean, they definitely feel for Ninja Scroll and this one both aged pretty well for what they are. Okay.
Yeah, I haven't seen Ninja Scroll, but this one
where I can think of some other anime and stuff did not age very well.
Now, episode 2 we touched on briefly, but it is the one wherein it's the only one where you can say for sure the female interest in this one is for sure underage.
Yeah.
I think they straight up say she's like 17 or something. Yeah. Or 16 maybe. 17 I think. Episode 3, it's pretty borderline, but I think she's at least, out of high school, so probably 18 or something.
Yeah.
I don't know. But the rest of them are all like adult women, some of them older than him. But yeah, man, episode 2 has some fucking moment. It starts with him with a panty shot where he sees this girl who's on the floor above him and he can see up her skirt and he says, "Wow, I saw an angel."
Angel.
And he quite literally breaks his neck trying to watch her as she walks away. Like full on 180 degree, his head is facing the wrong way now, which is pretty funny. It's a good visual game. But yeah, that one also, boy oh boy, they take it all the way with that one. We're at the end of it after like she's trying to tease him and stuff, but he's on to her the whole time and he manages to pretty much outwit everything and blah 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 like he always does. The end of that one, he's leaving town and she does straight up tell him like, "Hey, if you ever come back, when you're done with your going around these different towns, maybe you can come see me and I want you to take my virginity." It's like, all right. We didn't need to go that far, I don't think.
Oh, man. And there's a really great payoff at the very last episode, too.
Yeah.
With them, where they're like, they're the voice actresses or whatever.
Yes.
He's like, I know some people that love being fake.
Yeah. So here, we do need to talk about that. I did not watch the dub of this one.
Yeah.
The full thing. You I think, experienced the full thing in dub. That's how you did it. I watched the sub.
How I know it, baby.
Because I watched I saw some clips of the dub. And I can't deal with that.
It's not good.
It's not very good. The dude is just yelling the whole time. It's very loud. The voice acting is pretty suspect. Don't get me wrong, the voice acting is not amazing in the sub,
the biggest problem with the dub is the mixing.
Yeah, the mixing's weird. Dude is like super high in the fucking mix. So he just overshadows everything, and it's a little upsetting, and it's very grating. The way he talks and the way he's so much louder. The sub is fine. They definitely do and say like mostly the same stuff, but it's like if he's always at 11 in the dub, they took him to 20, and I was not ready for that. So yeah, in the sub, that scene is when they get the voice actresses in as the girls. They say like, "Man, young girls these days will do pretty much anything," or something like that. I don't remember.
Yeah,
but it wasn't quite the same joke.
They got some good jokes. I mean, the English does have good jokes. Like it truly is a funny joke. He's like, "Oh, I know some people that are great at being fake."
Yeah, it's pretty good. Yeah, I really enjoyed episode 6. Episode 6 brought it all together. It was a perfect bow for this series. It was very meta. Like there's a moment where, so he's working in an animation studio, so it's a lot of stuff about animation. They got a lot of inside jokes about animation. They straight up talk shit on themselves in this episode. There's a bit where he's cleaning up someone's desk and it's just a picture of a desk and it's someone who actually worked on this show's desk.
Yeah.
In the sub, the director or the person who made the source material for what they're making an anime on shows up, and yes, he's voiced by the creator of Golden Boy, the actual mangaka. It's pretty great.
Yeah.
It's very meta. It's very fun. There's a lot of stuff about them, doing cell animation shit, and I'm like, man, this kind of kicks a lot of ass. Yeah. It's really good. But yeah, it's I don't know. You're looking at, imagine an isekai protagonist who's not an isekai, who is stupid OP and good at everything. That's Kentaro, and also he's very horny.
Yeah.
And that's basically the show. And I don't think it's bad. It's, again, not exactly my cup of tea, but it's funny, and I did watch it. I did enjoy it. I laughed out loud a few times.
It's pretty breezy. It's a quick, like...
Yeah, it's only 6 episodes. Yeah. It's a fully coolie. And it's real quick and easy, and it's not that bad. Yeah. I definitely laughed out loud quite a few times watching this one.
Yeah, it's dumb as hell, man.
And fucking...
It's what, like a lot of the really good, funny anime that you watch now that are dumb as hell. A lot of it comes from, was inspired by Golden Boy. Like, it stuck around for a long time for...
Yeah.
Like, they pioneered the stupid fucking faces.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. And... it's a fun show.
Yeah.
You also get to see that lady just nut on a motorcycle, and that's always good.
Let me tell you. Without Golden Boy, there would be no Asobi Asobase.
Wow. Yeah, probably. That they have the really good reaction faces. But yeah, man, do you want to talk about Baby BMO? BMO baby?
Oh yeah, my BMO baby.
My BMO baby. That episode was bonkers.
Yeah, it really was.
First of all, he once again rubs his face on a toilet.
Mm-hmm.
It happens 4 times in this show.
Yep.
He's apparently got a toilet fetish, particularly for ones that were recently used by a beautiful woman.
Is it okay to have a toilet fetish, Brandon?
I'm not going to say it's
judge
not.
People
I'm not going to say it's not. I'm saying I don't need to watch a show about it.
It's not about that, though.
It's not about that, but it happens a lot.
But it's fleshing out the character, buddy. Come on.
It's fleshing something. Look, man, that first episode, the fucking bidet squirts right in his mouth. He's like,
almost immediately after, Madam President spits right in his mouth.
Yes, so at the end of that
also
one,
a gift that you can find
she
everywhere.
spits straight. She kicks the shit out of him, spits at him, and he's just sitting there with his mouth open and goes, "Nah," and it just lands right in his mouth. And I'm like, damn, it did make me laugh. A little bit gross. Yeah, the show's bonkers, dog. Super bonkers, but. Yeah, definitely episode 5 is a lady who masturbates on her motorcycle. That's her favorite thing. She revs it up. She gets its engine running, and it gets her engine run. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And yeah, then they have a race, and it's absolutely outrageous.
Yeah.
I just can't deal. I will say there's one image in here that just has been stuck in my head. I don't know what it is. It's right at the end where she watches him drive off the fucking cliff. Spoiler alert, I guess. He lives. Spoiler alert. And she's like looking down with like this look of it's so well captured, this look of somewhere between shock and bemusement and awe.
Yeah.
That like they perfectly nail it. If you look up the character's name, it'll be like one of the first images you see. It's just like a close up of her face looking down. And I'm like, man, I'll admit it's the first time I've ever wanted to own a cell of animation.
Yeah. Reiko is her name.
Yeah, that's Reiko.
Teriyama.
Jesus Christ. What a fucking... This show's bonkers.
Yep.
And I think that's all I can really say about it. I'd recommend it to people if they're into goofy
I'm not gonna tell, a child to watch this.
No, absolutely
Even
not.
though
for
I
the
was
kids.
definitely too young when I watched it for the first time. But
You gotta be 17. Yeah. But
you got to be at least as old as that girl in the second episode.
Jesus. Yeah, I don't think it's definitely not one of the first things I would recommend to anybody. But if someone's super into goofy, raunchy comedy shit, hell yeah, this is absolutely my number 1 pick for those folks.
Something short, something bingeable, something classic.
Granted, I don't watch a lot of these erotic comedies, so I don't have a huge well to pull from.
I wish I watched more of them.
I'd say watch this before you watch Interspecies Reviewers.
Yeah. Probably. I would not. Oh, well, yeah. I don't know. I would, depending on how much time you're willing to put in it, would make me decide whether or not I would tell you this or High School DxD.
Oh, wow.
That's definitely an erotic comedy right there.
Is that the... Wait, is that
My
the
yes
one...
is slime, baby.
Is that the one where the bullet flies through the titties? I don't remember. No, what was that one? That was High School of the Dead?
Yes, that's High School of the Dead.
Okay, different show. They're both high school, so I don't remember.
High School DxD is with like the demons and stuff.
Yeah, I haven't seen any of it.
And the guy has a big mech suit and he's powered by boobs.
It's powered by boobs?
Yeah, man, powered by boobs.
Really glad you didn't ask me to watch that one.
Yeah.
Next time.
Yeah.
But yes, I think that about does it for
You definitely would not give it the same level of pass that I give it. So.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, there's just
it'll be a bad time for
no
me.
way. Yeah.
Well, it's cartoons, But yeah, that about does it for that main bit. We're gonna talk about some other stuff. Do you want to say what we're doing next time?
Yeah.
Next
So,
time.
Next time, we kind of alluded that we're
Next
gonna
time on
do
the
what Brandon
Good
told me to
Buddies.
watch, but we're not gonna do that.
Yeah.
On the 8th, the Odd Taxi movie comes out.
Aha.
So we're gonna watch that.
We
And then
loved
we're
Odd Taxi.
Yeah,
we want to
yeah.
watch this movie.
Yeah, we're gonna talk about that movie next time, and then we're gonna talk about what Brandon wants me to watch, which is, have you already said it?
I don't believe we have. Should we?
No, we'll save it.
We'll save it. It'll be a fun little surprise. Because actually, not for nothing, Crunchyroll apparently got a few more shows that were on Funimation over, and there's one that I was like, I'd like to watch this, but it's not on there. It's on there now.
Nice.
I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what Roger ends up watching, but it'll probably be the thing we talked about.
Yeah.
But yes, next time we watched the Odd Taxi show. We both enjoyed it quite a bit. We are going to watch the Odd Taxi movie. If you want to watch it along with us, it will be streaming on Crunchyroll.
Yeah. Highly
starting on the
recommend
8th,
Odd
September
Taxi,
the 8th.
the show, if you have not watched it.
Yeah, my understanding is this is basically a very abridged version of that with extra bit at the end, so you see like some extra scenes of what happened next, which is nice because I feel like Odd Taxi closes on a it does a really good wrap up. I felt, but it does give you this bit right at the end that's like, what's gonna happen next?
Yep.
So we'll get to see apparently, and maybe they'll hit us
They
with
had a
another.
movie
What's
to
gonna
sell,
happen
Brandon. And they knew it.
They knew what they were doing. But yeah, Odd Taxi whips ass. We're going to talk about that movie next time. And now, Roger, let us move on. There's a question that burns within my very soul, and I must know the answer. What have you been watching?
Brandon, I haven't been watching very much, to be honest with you, good buddy.
You sack of shit.
I did watch a little more of Call of the Night. I think I'm on the 6th episode now.
What happened? Who was in that one? Did the blonde girl show
I learned
up?
about her job.
You learned about her job.
Yes.
Okay. You haven't got to my favorite. I think it was episode 7 was my favorite.
Okay.
Yeah, it's that show. Man, it's got its problems. All of them do, but I really do enjoy it.
Yeah, I really like it too. I mean, it's still my favorite. I just haven't had very much time this week.
No, I know.
But I also
had to rewatch Golden Boy.
Well, yeah, I did watch Golden Boy. I watched Golden Boy while I was preparing a bento box for my wife.
Aw, such a sweetie.
I made her some onigiri. I got a book.
Yeah, you did.
I got
you
this
dork.
I got this book because I thought it'd be fun to do with my niece. But I tried it and it's actually hard.
Oh.
Like, oh my god, this is tough, dude. And getting those little fuckers into the triangle. I'll show you my picture later of what my onigiri looked like.
Hell yeah, sounds like a good time.
Yeah, I got through Golden Boy, of course, and then I did watch. I don't know if another episode of Made in Abyss has come out yet, but I think I am current on it.
Okay.
The last episode I saw was the conclusion of what's her name's story. So I learned how the
city got made.
How it got made, yeah, how it came into existence.
Shit's fucked up, right?
Yeah. Is there an episode after that?
Well, let's see. The last thing. Oh, I'll need to check, because I know that's not the last thing that happened in that episode.
Yes.
So the last thing I remember seeing. Let's see. So we had. There's that whole episode that was just in flashback, so you see all that stuff, which ends pretty fucking dark. I think there's actually 2 more after that. So
okay, so the new episode hasn't came out yet.
Let's see. So I know you saw this dude freaking out.
Yep.
That should be the end. Somewhere in there is when you see how the city got made, and then.
I haven't seen if this episode is out. I have not seen.
Okay,
it yet.
I've seen that one.
Okay. Damn.
Dog is pretty wild. Yeah, fucking Made in Abyss, man.
Yeah.
Like it's one of those.
It's nuts, dude.
It's really nutty.
I don't know where they come up with these fucking ideas.
Those last couple
designs.
were fucking dark. Yeah, at the beginning of that one you just talked about, where you found out how the city came into existence, basically. I was like, me and Haley were laying there watching. I was like, so wait, is it gonna be that this happens and then that happened? And I was like, oh fucking shit. So yeah, I kind of guessed it like right at the beginning of that episode, but I was like, this is fucked up. This is really fucked up.
Yeah.
Yeah. Shit's dark.
Yeah, man. But overall, it's pretty good.
It's very.
It hadn't lost me yet.
Can't not watch it.
Yep.
I gotta know what happens, man. I gotta know what's happening. Yeah, it's definitely making some moves and taking some turns. But
yeah.
Go ahead.
Yeah, sure is. But that's all I've really watched.
Yeah.
I did get a new video game, so I played a little bit of that.
Ooh, what'd you get?
Soul Hackers 2.
Ooh, what's that?
It's one of those Shin Megami Tensei games.
I see.
Yeah. It's pretty fun. It's pretty fun.
You
I don't like it as
JRPGs.
much. I was like, man, I hope they put all the time and effort and wonder that they put into Persona 5 into this game. They did not.
Oh yeah.
But it's still good.
I don't have the patience I used to for JRPGs, I'm finding. Cause I started playing Persona 5.
Yeah, it's hard, but like it's really good whenever you're out. Like I played a whole lot of Persona 5 when we were shut down at the beginning of the pandemic. Damn it. I finished it whenever I had COVID.
There you go.
But I also finished Final Fantasy VII Remake when I had COVID. So JRPGs are good for those times that you got long stretches of like, well, I think I just want to sit here and play a video game all goddamn day.
You know, I think I realized what it is. It's not that I don't have the patience for a JRPG. It's that I don't
have. Go ahead. Sorry.
I think what I realized is that I don't want a game to be the only thing happening, and I feel like they require so much focus so you don't miss any story beats. I like to put on a game and listen to a podcast.
Yeah.
I can't do that.
I don't like that. What I like is, like if I'm going to play a JRPG or something, or play a video game in general, it's harder for me to do JRPGs because I feel like I can't dedicate the right amount of time to play them and enjoy them. Because you can't play, Persona or something. Maybe you could play it for an hour and do that for 100 days straight. But, I would rather just play Halo for, an hour and feel like I've accomplished something in that time. Whereas a JRPG, you could have just, changed your outfits and the hour is gone.
You're not wrong.
Yep.
Or do a little bit of grinding and not progress the story at all.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got to have time. You got to have that mindset. You got to be ready to give yourself to a video game. And I often, I do have that in me. I want to. It's just I don't have the time for it.
That's one of those that people keep talking about, those fucking Nier games.
Yeah. I got Automata. I need to play it.
I can't do so getting through it is one thing. If you want to see true ending, we're talking like multiple playthroughs, etc., etc. And I just cannot deal.
I'll play it the one time and then watch the true ending on YouTube.
Yeah, you will.
Yeah, man. That's what you do for Final Fantasy X too.
Wow, really?
Yeah, man.
Trash boy.
Yeah, 100% that shit?
Baby.
No.
Boom!
I know you did, dude.
I did. I liked 10 too. I love a job system. That's my problem. That's why I love 9 so much, because they're all based on the original jobs from fucking Final Fantasy 1.
Yeah.
So good.
Yeah, but I did get it. I played it a little bit. It's fun. I'll probably keep playing it. But it does not have that level of storytelling or depth that like a Persona game has. But
yeah.
Still fun. It's still nice to be able to like, oh, thank God I got something I can put into my PlayStation 5 again.
Hell yeah.
Since, pretty much Elden Ring. I would love to have some Elden Ring DLC. Well, I did get a game recently too. Well, I got the do you have the PlayStation Plus Extra? I
got some stuff on there.
Have you played Returnal yet?
Yes. Fucking Returnal's crazy,
dude,
dog.
That game is so fucking hard, dude.
How far are you into it?
The first boss.
Really?
I can't beat his sorry ass.
Dog. Get good. I don't know what to tell you. You haven't seen shit, motherfucker. You haven't seen shit.
I don't think I want to see shit.
Oh my God.
Dude. I don't think I want to see shit.
Oh, can I just spoil shit for you then?
Sure, man.
Dog, that game fucking fucked me up. Skip ahead if you don't want to hear about Returnal. So Returnal, it's a roguelike. You play this lady who crash lands on an alien planet. You got to fight through stuff, fight some bosses and whatnot, and try to get off the planet. All right, this game fucked me so hard. I've never been swerved this hard in my entire fucking life. Never, not once. I start playing. You go through that first run. It's like introducing stuff. You get to the first a big thing comes out and it kills you. And I'm like, I was probably supposed to die there. It gave me the title screen. I was probably supposed to die there. Start playing the second one. I get real fucking far. Way farther than I feel like I should be getting on my first proper run. And then I die to a boss. I go on the second time. I run through. I'm kicking ass. I get so fucking far. I fucking get through the whole first boss. I get through the whole second boss. And then the second boss is like, you're in the desert or something. And there's this room that I was like, what's that about? And it's like the floor's all lava. And you can walk for a little bit and then you take damage, right? And I'm like, I got so much health. I'm not going to go through the gate to the third level. I want to see what's through that lava room. So I run through there like an idiot. It turns out you get an item that lets you run through lava later. But I run through there like an idiot. It's just nothing but a bunch of upgrades. And I'm like, I don't have enough health to get back. I was doing so well, and I try to get back and die. Third run through, right? It's like, you need to go to that gate you didn't go through. I'm like, fine. So I'm running through. I've got a grappling hook now.
And this is a roguelike. So you're starting right at the very beginning.
There are some things you get that permanently upgrade you, but for the most part, you got to find them upgrades. Mm-hmm. So I go through the whole jungle thing. That's the whole first one.
Well, and you got to travel all the way back to where you were.
You do. But here's the thing. Is it says you need to go to the thing and go through that gate. And I'm like, well, I got a grapple hook now. I know it wants me to go that way. But the tower's right here, and I can just grapple up to the tower. So what happens if I do that? And I grapple up. It's like, forget that shit. Go to the top of the tower. I was like, oh, I Google real quick. There's like 6 different biomes or something. Did I just skip more than half of this game? And I'm doing really good. I'm getting all the power-ups. I'm kicking ass. I get to this thing, and it's like a big, like, it looks like a mummy or something, and you go approach it, and she like passes out, and she's like a vision or something of a giant flaming concrete face that you have to like grapple to different pieces of shit and shoot at, and I'm like, this feels like a final boss. Boom, 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 boom. I'm fucking it up. I barely beat it. And then she wakes up. Connection established. She calls home. I'm like, did I just skip half the game and I just beat the boss. I'm done. You see her get off the planet. I see her doing news stories about this crazy story of this lady who did all this stuff. She's playing her piano. She likes to play her piano. She's back home. You see her doing stuff, living her life. She has kids and shit. She's playing the piano again. She's older. Her hands are all wrinkly. Wow. And it ends with her. You see her family surrounding a casket. She's dead. She died. An old lady. So happy alone in her bed. And then you see the view from that casket. It's like just the hole. And it goes. And she wakes up on the fucking planet again. I was like, no fucking way. What just happened? Doesn't matter where she is when she dies. She died. She's back on the planet. That was not it. Now we're in phase 2. Hard mode. Oh, that wasn't hard mode? No, this is hard mode, motherfucker. You go beat the bosses, beat all the bosses, the new bosses. And I was like,
there are new bosses?
Fuck.
There are new bosses?
That game's interesting. Yes, there's more. There's so much. Even once you beat it the first time, there's more. Did you find the house? That's my question to you. You went through the house? No, you go through the house a few times and it never isn't rad. The house kicks ass.
I was so confused as to what was going on in the damn story.
So
do you ever do you know if you ever don't die and end up back on the planet?
I don't.
Why do you end up on the planet?
Do you want me to spoil everything for you?
Yes.
Okay, so
I'm telling you, dude. I try to beat that first boss, and I'm like, I'm not traveling back to this.
Here's the thing. That
I get it to the very last health bar, and there's a smidge of health left.
Yeah,
and it's just the most defeating thing in the world.
You know what I fucking love about this game is it's basically one of those bullet hell jet games where you dodge the bullets and shoot back, but it's in 3D and it's a third person shooter and kicks ass. It's like fucking Ikaruga, but Halo, but not as good as Halo, but still pretty good. Yeah, so the whole thing is you go through the house multiple times. You see the astronaut, the like old school astronaut.
Yep.
This whole thing about like, you know, her mom or something was supposed to go to space, but she didn't, and now she's in space. And then there's a bit where like you go to the house and you ring the doorbell, but then it like zooms out and you see you're in the house, but you're looking at the TV and you're now controlling this little girl who's looking at that character on the TV, and she's holding a PlayStation remote. She says, I'll do this later. Then you walk around and do stuff. You talk to the astronaut for a little bit. You try to tell her a story and it's like gone. So the whole thing, if you go through the house enough times and finish the story of the house, then you can unlock a different ending. The 2 endings are, you beat a bunch of bosses, there's like you go into this water or something. I don't remember exactly what it was. Weird, dog. But like, there's a car in the water, and the one I got, because I went through the whole house, was basically you find out, like, you try to get into the car or something, and you get in the car. So the whole thing is like back on Earth, and it's very confusing. Doesn't really make sense. It's probably an allegory, but like, you see her on Earth driving, and she's got her kid, whose name I think is Astra, which is the ship, right? The kid is Astra. And then like the two endings are, one, you're in the car, you're driving over the bridge, but then there's just an astronaut in the road, and you swerve off the fucking bridge to try and not hit it, and you end up landing in the water or something. And then like you get out of the car, and then like you're like screaming for the kid, and then tentacles pull you under or something. And I don't know what the fuck that is. The other ending is basically that same thing, except she is the astronaut.
I got clips of that.
Yeah, you get clips of it. But now the other ending, if you did all the stuff, is that, but she's the astronaut. So it's like, and also you find out at some point that like the reason she's on the planet, she crashed down on the planet, is because she shot herself down. It doesn't make fucking sense. It is fucking gnarly and wild, and I do enjoy that game.
It's hard.
But
you did skip a whole lot.
Here's the thing, man. You ain't hit the hard shit.
Oh, I'm fully aware of that. I'm fully aware. I knew that if my blood pressure was getting that high from fighting that boss 4 or 5 times,
this guy
getting him within an inch of his life, and then I die.
How many of them Dark Souls? How many of them Soulsborns you played?
I can escape in those games. I can run. I have the ability to run the fuck away,
homie. You gotta make sure you utilizing your dash, baby.
Oh, I do utilize my dash.
All right.
But then that fucker starts, getting up on you, swinging on your ass, try to dodge around it. I still get hit.
All right, man.
I'm not good enough.
All right, well, get
Even
good,
though
nerd.
I get my health all. I tried. I really did try.
Right.
I thought the game was cool. I think it would be cooler if I had somebody to cooperate with.
Yeah, I mean, there is a multiplayer mode.
There is now, yeah.
Yeah. It's I enjoy that game. I enjoy that game a lot. It swerved the fuck out of me with that one like fake ending. And then yeah, it is some shit. But yes, I enjoy Returnal a lot.
So it's a fake ending because you skipped all that way?
No, that was gonna happen anyway, I believe, because
Okay.
now it's hard mode, and now you can keep going and try to get the real ending. I think is my understanding. That's what happened to me anyway.
So you just grappled up to the tower?
I literally, like, once you beat the second boss, you have grappling hook. Once you beat the boss in the desert, you have a grappling hook. And then I should have been able to keep going, but I fucked up and died because I'm an idiot. So then I ended up back in the thing, and I was like, well, why would I go do that again? I could just go up the tower. So I did.
So can you just grapple to the tower?
Yes, but you don't have the grappling hook. You don't.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
But I know there's a little thing up there that you can grapple.
There's little yellow things that like you can grapple to. Yeah, some of them you can swing on.
Yeah.
It's some shit, dog. I really enjoyed that game. It's wild.
Interesting.
Yeah, it's wild. It's some shit. Yeah.
Brandon, what have you been watching, buddy?
Stuff. Let me fucking pull up let me just open up Crunchyroll and High Dive and see what is still on my list that I'm still watching. Let's start with High Dive. I'm not watching any more Vermilion Gold. I don't know why it's still in my list. I got halfway through that and I was like, I'm good. Phantom of the Idol, still watching it, still cute, still like it. It is no longer my number one. That's probably Call of the Night. Call of the Night, real fucking good. You have not quite hit my favorite episode, which I'm just gonna look at the list here. Yeah, episode 7 is my fucking shit. Episode 7's so fucking funny to me, and also has some pretty cool action scenes right at the beginning.
Nice.
I think you're gonna like episode 7 a lot,
cool.
And I really want you to fucking get to it, motherfucker. I know you don't have time. You're so busy. Still watching Made in Abyss. Yeah, Made in Abyss. Man, fucking Made in Abyss is on some shit, but you already know that.
Yeah.
My watch list. Here we go. Me and Haley are still watching Shadow's House together, and there's a whole thing with like there's this mysterious character who shows up like in episode 1, I think, and like throughout the series you find out like they're controlling stuff, they're doing stuff, they wear this robe, nobody knows who it is, they call him Robe Sama, Master Robe, they don't know who it is, but they're trying to figure it out. And pretty like a few episodes ago, like maybe 3 or 4 in, I was like, I bet it's this character, and then they revealed it and I was right. And my reasoning for that is very flawed. I did not figure it out through paying close attention to anything. It's because, well, I don't want to say because it'll spoil it, but you know, if you think about it, I'll tell you why how I figured out who it was in a moment. I get skip ahead 30 seconds if you skip ahead a little bit if you don't want to hear how I figured it out. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, go. So there's the intro and there's the outro, and the outro focuses on these two characters who were neither of the main characters. And when something was happening and we know Robe Person was there, one of those characters was down here trying to stop what was happening, and the other one was nowhere to be found. And I was like, I bet it's that bitch.
Yeah.
And it was that bitch.
Yeah.
Why else would they be in the outro so prominently? All right. That's it. As nothing. That's like not even detective work, Brandon. You just guessed. You guessed, Brandon. All right.
That's an educated guess.
Hey, I guessed right.
That's all that matters,
bitch.
dude.
So Shadow's House is pretty good. Still watching Smile of the Ars Notoria. Kind of watching. I mostly just skim through episodes, and if something looks like it's happening, I'll stop and watch it. But man,
Still
that
no
show.
big battle.
Still no big battle. This last episode, I was really thinking, like, I'm just waiting for, like, they keep getting in these situations where, like, you know, there is some manner of peril, but they just kind of cute girl their way out of it. And, like, nothing really happens. It's like, oh, they got caught in a snowstorm. Oh, this one person is missing. They're in, like, the walls or something because they basically went into the fucking, you remember that episode of The Simpsons, Treehouse of Horror, where Homer goes through the wall and he's in freaking Tron, basically?
Yes.
So it's basically that. She's not in Tron, but she like goes through the wall. She's just in the walls or something. And I'm like, this is dumb. But I'm like, man, shit keeps happening. I'm like, I'm watching it like, all right, she's all by herself. She doesn't know what's going on. One of these fucking nights is going to jump out and cut her fucking head off. Didn't happen. So we'll see. That last episode actually didn't even have one of the bits where it cuts to the knights killing people. So I was like, huh, all right. Parallel World Pharmacy, still watching it. It's isekai. I'm still watching it. I don't know what to tell you, man. It's kind of fun. I feel like I need to watch at least one isekai season. Still watching a couple of cuckoos.
Still enjoying it?
This fucking show, man. I don't know. Maybe I should just drop it.
No, don't. Oh, well, I need to watch it.
I'm so close. I'm so close to the end is the thing that I may as well
dude,
just.
You're already there. You're already there. Take a look around.
What is this?
Oh,
Yuri Deco. You haven't watched any more Yuri Deco.
Nope.
Man.
I wish they would dub it.
Yeah. It's interesting. They had a whole thing where you get one. So there's a character you haven't even seen yet because they're not in the first episode, but they're introduced. They're very a little bit mysterious, very quiet, and they have a whole thing where like you get their backstory and basically they do a whole like turn on them kind of thing. But yeah, it's pretty good. It's not bad. It's still very. It hurts my eyes. Still, it's just so bright and shiny. But I don't hate Yuri Deco. And lastly, Lycoris Recoil, still watching that one, man. This show getting bonkers. So Lycoris Recoil started doing a thing, trying to get it to like just pull up the episode list so I can go through it real quick. Yeah, so first of all, there's like Homegirl, who's the best super spy. She's got a robot heart. I think I talked about that before. How like she basically was going to die, but they were like, man, she's the best at this. So this group got with her and basically gave her a robot heart so she would live. But like it's a whole thing where like she's the best at killing. That's why they kept her alive, is because she's the best at killing. They only care about people who have these incredible talents. So, but she doesn't want to kill people. So she has this incredible talent. She has this gift of the keep going. Imagine, if you will, that God said, hey, I'm going to make it so instead of dying right now, you're going to get to live, but I need you to do this thing. And you said, hey, I hate doing that thing. I mean, what do you do, right? It's an interesting little quandary. But now, basically, motherfuckers did a good old takesy-backsy. So she, in the show right now, Homegirl, they basically stop her heart, so it's only got enough power to go maybe a couple more months. Meanwhile, the fucking crazy terrorist dude is getting ready to take shit over, and you know she's gonna get called in for one last job to try and stop this guy, and he's going after the people who took her heart. So it's a whole thing. Everything's connected. This guy also apparently has some crazy talent, even though he's a fucking terrorist. So it's like, what is this about? What's really going on here? I don't know. He's also got some involvement with that group. There's also the guy who runs the cafe. Apparently was romantically involved with the dude that runs the People Who Love Talented People company. So it's like, oh, that's cool. They were like joking, like, oh, is he on a date? No, he's with some guy. Let's get out of here. And then like you see them almost kiss. It's like, what? Pretty great. This show's fun. It's a little bit confusing and hard to describe without if you haven't seen it, but I really do enjoy Lycoris Recoil. But yeah, shit's bonkers. That's mostly what I've been watching. The other thing I've been doing, you talked about a video game. I told you about this one briefly. Y'all heard of Inscription? You gotta check out Inscription. Inscription is a rad-ass video game that I played it on my computer, which I don't like to play games on my computer because I don't have a desk or anything. I have a shitty little laptop and I sit on my bed while I play it, so my back hurts real bad. It's like, man, Brandon, you should just get a desk. Fuck you. That's why I don't use the computer very much.
You can play the kitchen table, buddy.
Good. But yeah, I played that game on PC. The PC version is obviously much better because it can do a lot more with the hardware without getting too spoilery. But there's a lot of stuff in that game that like actually has to do with what's going on the rest of your computer, which is pretty interesting. But it recently got ported over to PlayStation. I've been playing it on my PS5. My girlfriend is not into goofy little, card battle games and shit, which is what this is. I try to get her to play Magic. She's like, meh. But I load this up, I show her, and she's instantly enthralled because it's instantly enthralling. You literally start the game. It says Inscription. There's a new game button. You can't push it. It's not there. You hit continue. You hit continue, and you are just sitting at a wooden table across from this in a dark room, across from which you can see these glowing white eyes of some kind of demon creature who says, the challenger returns. And he tells you, he shows you how to play this game very briefly, which is you got a deck of nothing but squirrels. You can play a squirrel for free. You have a deck of other cards that are of a different beast that cost different levels of blood. This thing costs 1 blood. You play a squirrel. You sacrifice the squirrel to play this other creature. You got 2 squirrels. Sacrifice both of them to play this 2-drop, etc., etc. It's very inspired by a number of different trading card games, mostly Magic, I'll say, because the trophies on it, a lot of them are named after Magic cards, which is really fun. Literally, there's a bit, I got a trophy called Accomplished Automaton. Now I was like, haha, I get that. So it's pretty fun. I really enjoy it, and I don't want to say anything more about it because this game's fucking incredible, and the less you know about it, the better. If you ever want to play Inscription, INSCRYPTION, I think. Inscription with a Y in the middle. It's really fucking rad. The game kicks ass. It's good as shit.
Did you beat it?
I beat it on my PC. I've not beat it on the PlayStation yet because I'm not playing it unless I'm with Haley because she likes to watch. So yeah, it's a good time though. I really enjoy that game a fucking lot. I will say, I don't want to say anything else. It'll spoil stuff. But yeah, it kicks ass. It's a goofy little card game, but it's also fucking dire and dark and creepy, and it's really, really good. And that's what I've been watching. And hang on, I'm getting... Roger, we have a listener question.
What?
Oh my God.
What?
All right. So listener question / dude at work who listens to the podcast just told me he had one. So here we go. I'm going to tell you the message he sent me, and then I'll explain his actual question, and then I'll explain how I took that question.
Well, who is this fella?
This is Trey, my good buddy Trey.
Is he the guy that has YouTube?
Review Your Life on YouTube. All one word. Currently on hiatus. But yeah, he's got a lot of really good videos about a bunch of different TV shows, cartoons, reviews, movies, and stuff.
So many subscribers.
He's really good. His shit's really good. Yeah. So check out Review Your Life.
He's not that low effort content that we make.
Wow.
And I've taken even more effort out of it. Like, fuck it, stack image all the way across. You're getting the full podcast dumped on you right now.
Nice one, dude.
5 uploads a week? No. 3, maybe 2.
So
maybe one.
The message he sent me on Twitter to remind me of the question was just the words, "You think you're special," which is pretty funny.
You do.
The actual question is, so if you don't know what it is, look up Rock Austin WrestleMania. What was that? X7 promo thing. So basically, Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson and Stone Cold Steve Austin were gonna fight each other. They are the two biggest, baddest, most over people in this fucking company at the time. There's never, I can't think of a wrestler who has been as popular as the two of them were then. We've all just been chasing that high. And they're gonna fight each other at WrestleMania, and it's such a big deal. And they do this fucking package, this video package of the two of them face to face, all sepia toned, all these little clips set to "My Way" by Limp Bizkit. You think you're special.
Never has that song been good except for in this promo.
You do. Here we go. Roger's pulling up the fucking clips.
Yeah.
Here we go. Roger, we can't. We're gonna get in trouble.
Yeah, WWE is really protective with their stuff.
They're gonna fucking. We're gonna get.
I'll
fined.
watch that later for the nostalgia.
It's good shit. Is the point?
Special.
It is.
I mean, it's like the promo. It's
the quintessential video package for a match, because they do these little packages where you see like bits of this guy and his grievances, bits of this person and their grievances, and they go at each other and they're facing off. This is the fucking one.
Yeah, and I mean, like it's the term in the business is over.
Yes,
but it's like the person that has the most clout or whatever. The
most popular at the time.
You might even say the greatest wrestler of all time versus somebody that is now maybe one of the most famous people in the world of all time.
One of the most famous entertainers of all time, possibly. Is the two biggest fucking stars at the time. Motherfuckers that don't watch wrestling know who Stone Cold and The Rock are.
Yeah, and I mean, like,
they're gonna.
it's
this huge fucking fight. Who's gonna win? It's very powerful.
There's only ever been one other person to even kind of grace the.
I can think two, and neither of them got to that level. We've all just been chasing that high.
Yeah, well,
it's fucking DB and CM Punk, right?
I think Cena got to.
Cena's up, yeah, but that's the thing is Cena had the mainstream appeal. But he didn't have like the fans at his back.
Yeah, that is true.
Fucking Punk and Daniel Bryan both were heavy fans, and Punk had mainstream.
I will argue that Cena has more fans now. Like, people just appreciate whenever he's there.
For sure.
Because it was notable. Like, it was easy to high side on John Cena.
Yeah.
Until he was gone.
Cena wins law.
Until he was gone, you're like, well, damn, I kind of miss John Cena.
That's what happened with me and fucking Seth Rollins when he got injured. I was like, I miss you. But point is, yes, we could also talk about older folks. Obviously, Ric Flair, fucking Hogan's racist ass back in the day. Yes. Point is, here's the question that was posed to be by my good buddy, 254 Dubman Dubby on Twitter. Thank you, Trey. Thank you, Review Your Life. He says, which two anime characters would you have the best My Way video package? And there's two ways to take that, if I may. The first, I feel, is very easy to answer, and that would be just greatest rivals in an anime.
Mm-hmm. It's Goku and Vegeta.
It's Goku and Vegeta. It's either Goku and Vegeta or it's Naruto and Sasuke, which I'm not a big Naruto fan, but I get it.
I have another answer that's not that.
Okay.
But I do want to talk about this a bit before we give out our final official.
Okay. Well, then the other way to take it, which I think is a bit more fun, more interesting, perhaps, is what two anime characters from anything, don't have to be from the Shane Show, not necessarily rivals, but who would you want to see in that package they're gonna fight? Who's gonna fight?
Dude, you gotta go beyond the anime. You gotta do the what is it, the Goku and Superman argument?
I've seen it. Yeah, they did that on the fucking Who Would Win, whatever that fucking YouTube is. They did it twice. Superman won both times. Of course he did.
Okay.
Dude, come on. Superman's whole thing, literally in his fucking character Bible, it says he's as strong as he needs to be to win.
I don't know. Doomsday killed his ass.
Yeah, but then he came back because he's Superman.
Kind of came. Well, yeah, he came back.
He came back. He literally pulled a Saiyan thing because it turns out when you beat a Kryptonite or a Kryptonian, they just get stronger.
I mean, Batman.
Just like a Saiyan.
Batman
wow.
whipped his sorry ass.
Yeah, but Batman's Batman. Batman doesn't count.
So there you go.
Batman doesn't count.
I'm not gonna get
Batman's
into...
Golden Boy. If you give him enough time to prepare, he'll beat anybody.
Yeah, I'm not. You know what? We're not gonna have that legendary argument here because we.
That's not anime. They did make a Batman anime.
Goku would win though.
Okay.
He's stupid strong.
Anyway.
You can't see. Yeah, Goku would win.
Okay. Point is, what two anime characters do you think would do the best My Way promo?
Who are you gonna pick?
I gotta think about it. I haven't really thought about it,
okay.
which is terrible.
Oh, well, damn, dude.
Okay, off the top of the head, I'm going a little bit wild with this one because you know what I really want is. So we got, man, it's a little bit of a toughie. Well, so you had something for Rivals, right?
Yes.
You want to give us that one and then give us a second to think?
First, we could do something like, Hina and Rui from Domestic Girlfriend.
Jesus.
I mean, come on. It's there.
Okay.
It would be amazing.
They're sisters.
Yeah. That's my way or the highway.
Jesus.
For Natsumi, dude. My real pick, I'll just give you my real honest super pick.
Is it fucking Golden Boy and GTO?
No, it's like something that like two characters you could actively juxtapose into this promo over Rock and Austin.
Okay.
It would be Yuri and Joe from Megalobox.
Okay. Yeah, I can see that.
Which I mean does, heavily lean into more of that. It's not wrestling, it's boxing, but that contact like a violent sport.
Yeah. It's good stuff. Yeah. I can see that.
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
And then you could do the what's that Creed song?
What Creed song?
God damn it! There's a Creed promo too. The really good Creed promo.
Oh,
when you are with me, and Jeff is jumping off the cage doing a swanton bomb.
I don't remember this. Wait,
I'm free.
I don't.
My
remember.
Sacrifice.
Oh, My Sacrifice.
Is the name
okay.
of that song.
I remember
and then
My
you
Sacrifice.
Can do that with the second season of Megalobox.
Yes. Okay. Yes, I do remember
with
My
Mac
Sacrifice.
and Joe.
Okay. Sure.
That's what I'm talking about, dude.
Alright.
This is good shit. Megalobox, good shit. If you have not watched that, you gotta watch it.
You gotta check out Megalobox. It's real good shit. I think you gotta do. I want.
Oh, dude, Pikachu and Agumon.
We have a winner.
No, dude, you gotta do Charizard and Agumon.
Just breathing fire at each other.
Yeah, more orange dinosaur. So you like Agumon can digivolve or whatever. Charizard's obviously already evolved.
But he can go Mega Charizard.
Yes.
Okay.
But he can go War Greymon,
Oh,
so.
shit.
Special.
But he turns heel and goes Skull Greymon.
Oh, no, man.
Oh, shit. He shakes hands with Mr. McMahon. No.
There you go, dude.
You stupid ass. Jesus Christ. This is the worst. Oh, it's the worst thing we've ever done. Okay, help me out here. I really want to pair up someone against Haruko from FLCL. Who is it? Who's
what's her name from Call of the Night?
I mean, that's too obvious, right?
Too obvious? Okay.
I feel like that's too obvious.
Okay.
Because like we already drew the comparison between those shows last episode, I think.
Okay. Damn, that's tough. That's tough.
See, my first thought, I've never actually seen the show, but I've heard about it, and I feel like you could do her against what is it, the Melancholy of Haruhi, what's her butt? She also played guitar and they fight each other. I mean, she's like, I think the whole thing with her is that one is like they realize her friends all realize, oh shit, she's the main character in an anime. It's very meta. So that's a pretty fun comparison. But I don't know. I want to see Haruko find someone.
Yeah, I know there's got to be somebody good out there. Somebody crazy.
Somebody super crazy.
Did you say there's a crazy lady in Akadama Drive?
Oh yeah, I know. Nah.
Not good enough match. Let me look at my wall of anime here.
It's not Asuka, is it?
It could be Asuka.
Shit, it could be Asuka.
Could be Asuka. Yeah, it could be Asuka.
I'd watch it.
Yeah, me too.
But Asuka does. Oh, that's what it is. Is Asuka does get an Ava, so you get the whole like Haruko running up the side of the robot's arm and shit. Yeah, hell yeah. That works.
Yeah,
I'll take it. You got anything else?
you go to Tenchi Muyo. You could do Ryoko and Ayaka.
Oh shit, that's a good one.
Good Rockin' Austin right there.
Hell yeah.
Let's see. Mob Psycho.
Okay.
And who's another good psychic in anime? I know there's more.
Just give me Hello Kitty versus Retsuko.
Oh yeah. Negative Retsuko versus Hamtaro.
Oh shit!
There we go, dude. That's a good one.
That's stupid as fuck.
That's a good one.
You're an idiot.
You'll watch it though. I'll watch it. I'll watch it in a fucking second.
Damn. Damn. You think you're special?
You do.
That song is so trash. Oh
It
my
is.
god.
Oh, I could probably.
Can I just shit on Trey for? We've talked a lot about how we love Trey, we love Review You Live. I'm gonna shit on him real quick. This guy keeps telling me he wants new metal to come back, and I can't disagree more.
Oh no, man. Oh no. That's what he's gonna make the Review You Live comeback. Come off a hiatus. He's
Yeah.
gonna talk about the new metal.
Jesus Christ.
Like you don't actually know, but this shit is dope.
You know, I said it as a joke, but I feel like GTO versus Kintaro from fucking Golden Boy is pretty good.
I'm pretty sure.
Who can make the better O face?
Yeah, I mean, if we're doing faces, that'd be good. If we're doing fights, I think Onizuka probably wins.
Oh yeah. Well, no, because this is the thing: is Kintaro gets the shit kicked out of him a lot.
Yeah.
But he does fight back in episode 3. The thing is, he's kind of got he does the whole like, I used what I learned at the Kenpo dojo for something so trivial. Like he doesn't fight back unless it's serious. Yeah. Ooh, because he's so honorable. Oh my god. This fucking show. All right. You think you got one more in you, or are we tabbing out? All right. Who's fighting Baki?
Oh, Baki?
Yeah, Baki the Grappler. What do you got? This big ass fucking Ultimate Warrior looking motherfucker. Who's fighting Baki?
That rooster from Rooster Fighter.
You bitch!
I forgot to tell you guys, I read a manga.
This motherfucker
It's Rooster Fighter.
This motherfucker got a manga called Rooster Fighter, which is about a literal chicken. A literal chicken. Not even like a big chicken. Not even like Chicken Boo.
Hey.
A literal chicken.
My guy, he is the cock of the walk.
Yeah, no shit he is. We got a cockfighting manga. Except he doesn't fight other chickens for money. He fights people, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Well, kaiju really, but
He fights kaiju.
the people turn into big kaiju or whatever.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
And he beats the shit out of him because he's a bad motherfucker.
Yeah.
Cockadoodle, don't fuck around with me,
Yeah,
bitch.
man. He hits him with a cockadoodle doodle wave, dude.
This is the dumbest shit I've ever
It
heard.
is so good, man.
All right.
It's so stupid and good. It's One Peck, man.
One Peck, man. My God. I can't. Ah, that's the one. It's fucking, we do the one showdown. It's Mob from Mob Psycho 100 versus One Punch Man.
Yeah, Shugeo versus Saitama.
That's pretty good.
I'm trying to think of a good big robot.
A good big robot?
Yeah, man.
Well, who's it fighting?
Big O.
Ooh, Big O versus... throw Shinji in there. He'll figure it out.
Oh, yeah, Big O versus, yeah.
Versus
Ava
Ava Unit 01.
Mm-hmm.
Hell yeah.
Both, like futuristic post-apocalyptic
Give me a
settings.
dragon to fight Shinron.
Maybe one of the... I would say...
Gyarados.
Yeah, Gyarados, there you go.
Gyarados versus
I don't know, Gyarados is so small, though. We need something
Compared to
big.
Shinron, yeah, Shinron's impossibly huge.
We need something big. I can't think of anything.
Anything that big?
Yeah.
I mean, the real answer, I mean, you want big, you want motherfuckers from Gurren Lagann, but you haven't watched Gurren Lagann.
You gotta do the Bebop crew versus the Outlaw Star crew.
I would. Okay, that's the fucking. I think that's the one to close
Full
it on.
on shit
You give
from
me
everything.
Gene Starwind versus Spike Spiegel, I'm gonna fucking bust a nut.
Yeah.
Holy shit. Ed and the kid from the what's the kid's name in the little boy from Outlaw Star.
Damn it.
I don't remember his
Gene
name.
and damn, I do know his name.
I feel like
It'll come to me in a minute.
I feel like that kid and Ed don't even fight. They just like hang out and play video games.
Damn, what is his name? I'm gonna look it up right now.
I was looking it up right now.
Outlaw Star. See if I can. It's still processing in my brain. I don't know if I'm gonna get it before I scroll to it. Outlaw Star characters. Protagonist. Jim. So,
What's the sword lady?
Twilight Suzuka.
Twilight Suzuka. Okay.
Then
So what?
Melfina's the lady in the tube, and
So
then
what's-
we got Aisha Clan.
Aisha Clan. Love me some Aisha Clan. All right. What's the pairing then? Because obviously it's Gene versus.
So I actually
Spike.
got asked. They were debating this at King's Landing whenever I took some product with them.
Really?
And they're like, who would win, Spike or Gene Starwind? And almost everybody was saying Spike, but actually I think if they are allowed to use their weapons, then Gene wins because his caster gun is way too strong.
It's fucking busted.
It just shoots some black holes and shit.
Yeah, that's insane.
Hand to hand, maybe Spike.
I give
probably
it.
has it.
I feel like you give it to Spike hand to hand
Yeah.
because that's his wheelhouse, right?
Yeah, but they're both.
He has guns.
Yeah, but they are both weapon users. So if you're letting Gene out there with that,
if he's allowed,
yeah. He took on a small army of like wizards and warlocks with that gun.
I gotta rewatch Outlaw Stars.
It's good, dude.
I remember it being very insane. All right, so what's the pairing though? So Gene versus Spike.
Mm-hmm. It's got to be Faye versus Aisha Clan.
You think so?
Yeah,
I was thinking Suzuka.
I think Suzuka's too ruthless.
Okay. I mostly just wanted to see Aisha Clan beat the shit out of fucking Jet.
Oh yeah, that'd be pretty good too.
Like if we're doing
gotta-
like best of three, like
It's got to be Jet versus Melfina, but in like preparing a meal,
like they're cooking.
And maybe
Okay.
some tea.
Oh hell yeah.
Yeah,
You stupid asshole.
special.
Shit. You think you're special? He's just like tossing up the peppers and beef, but
Yeah.
without beef.
Yeah, they're throwing like their curries and stuff. Then it flashes over Jet, and he's like cutting a little branch off of one of his trees.
This fucking bonsai
Yeah,
tree.
his bonsai trees. Yeah, that's good, dude. That was a good one.
Okay. Yeah, that's really fucking
Yeah.
good. All right, I think we've gone far enough.
I think so, dude.
I'm getting sweaty in here. The air's off and it's hot.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for listening. Thank you again, Trey, aka Review Your Life. Fucking Dub Man. Good shit, dude. Da Dubby on fucking Twitter. Thanks again for the question. We loved it. I don't know if that was exactly like the kind of answers you were looking for, but that's what you got, baby.
Y'all need to let us know who you would pick.
Yeah, please, everybody listening, let us know. Leave us a comment. Ask us some questions. You see, we love getting questions and answering them on the air. There's a number of ways you can leave us messages and get at us. We still have the email. All the links are in the description. We still got the email, still got the Twitter, we still got the Facebook. We got a lot of stuff that we don't always check the social medias, we'll be honest. But you know where we always are looking is the comments on the YouTube channel, Rapid Kick Media. Any reviews that are left for us on Apple Podcasts, Google Play Podcasts, and all the other podcatchers and whatnot. And of course, the Discord channel. You tag us, we'll find it. Hey, baby, what's up? I'll have a little chat. And if you're cool, you can stay. I guess. I don't know. But yes, thank you so much for listening. Again, full links in the description. And that'll about do it for those. We do want to give a shout out to our musicians. Thank you, Married with Seamonsters, aka the Mary Janes, for the use of our opening theme, Paperdoll. You can find them on the Spoofy and other music apps, but that track is only on marriedwithseamonsters.bandcamp.com. Thank you so much, Thomas Tastes Better on Instagram. That's our boy Haas, aka Dungeon Witch on YouTube. Again, Thomas Tastes Better on Instagram, Dungeon Witch on YouTube for the closing theme on the YouTube portion of the show. That's The Buddy's Good. Again, thank you, Haas, Thomas Tastes Better on Instagram, Dungeon Witch on YouTube. And finally, a shout out to our good buddy, a petty theft. Hell yeah. My boy's beating shit out of this box over here. That is how it's pronounced. 2 P's at the beginning, 2 T's at the end. Thank you so much. 2 P's at the beginning, 2 T's at the end. Petty theft. That's petty theft on Twitter and on SoundCloud for the closing theme on the podcast portion of the show, which we are still calling A Sweet Anime Dreams. One more time. Petty theft on Twitter and on SoundCloud. Petty theft. And that about does it. We'll see y'all in a couple weeks. We'll be talking about the Odd Taxi movie. Roger, you got what to take us out on?
No.
I mean, yes, I think you know.
I do.
So thank you so much for listening. From all of us here at the Good Buddies Anime Universe, I am
sniffly.
My boy's all sniffly. Oh no. I am your good buddy Brandon.
And I am your good buddy Roger. Special.
Just special. Do. You think you're special. You do.
Is that what you were thinking?
I can see it in, yeah, obviously.
In your eyes. I can see it in your thighs.
Whoa. That's not the words.
What?
But this time I'm gonna let it out. I'm gonna do things my way. It's my way. My way or the highway.